Turandot sequel episode 6. Kim, Jinmi. Turandot and Caliph's room. Honey, Turandot. It is the Emperor's order to visit Turkey, Persia, and Tibet. This time I'm going to take Kuran with me too. Caliph. Like you, does Kuran also have to go? Kuran is already 18 years old. He's already old enough to go to the battlefield. There hasn't been a major war yet, so it's still here. You want your son to get married too, don't you want to send him to war? Of course, I'm not going to war right now. I'm not yet mentally prepared, but my son is already old enough to compete. The son may marry more slowly, but he should have been sent to the battlefield sooner. Do you want to send your only son to the battlefield already? Turandot. Kuran is not a child. You mean a child? Did you? I said my son was too young to marry. He has to fight the war at the age of 15. I heard it's peaceful, but it won't be a big deal, right? Your father's country was such a great empire and conquered Eastern Europe, so who would dare to attack? However, since the land is so wide, I have to inspect it once in a while. We have to make sure that taxes are being collected, and there may be impure forces and there may be rebels, so Kuran should know these things well. Kuran can also be dispatched as a leader to an area in a little while. Oh my goodness! I hate that! Kuran needs to be close to me. Turandot. I understand that you monopolize and protect me. But don't even do that to Kuran. A child in your arms. He is all grown up now. No. He hasn't grown up yet. Yes, yes. He is still a child. So I'm going to prepare for the wedding slowly. When Kuran gets married, I think he will be transferred to the province immediately. Why didn't I think of that? Of course. Your Majesty's consideration for keeping Kuran still is all because of you. When Kuran gets married, he will immediately be sent to an area. This empire has a large territory, but it lacks a lot of royalty and nobility to rule. No. Turandot. I'm going on a long-term business trip with Kuran this time, so you stay alone and think carefully about your future without Kuran. Honey. Caliph. Wouldn't that take too long? Come back soon and you. If you meet another woman, I will kill her, so be prepared. Is there any possibility? And Kuran can't be a woman either. He wouldn't date any woman, because I promised that I would choose a really good wife. I see. That part is your territory. It's something I can't intrude on. Don't worry. Caliph and Kuran on a business trip abroad. Kuran. Have you ever ridden a horse this long? Sure. Father. I have a feeling that Ryu is a famous horse. Are you really going to take me with you? I love riding the Ryu for so long. I can't even deceive the blood. My mother must have been frustrated because she was only in the palace, but I wish I had come with her. Father. Why didn't my mother bring you? Did you always go on business trips together? This time I have deliberately separated your mother from you. It's also strange, but my mother was afraid that father would meet another woman, so she always went with father. What's going on? Send only father. Oh. Is she sure I'm with father? Mother. Do not worry. I will take good care of my father. Who are you on your side? If you are a man, you should also listen to your father. Father? Would you like to meet another woman? No. Mother won't let other women go. She can't forgive the woman and the father. Is my son also wife's spy? Father. Don't try to fool my eyes. It's a joke, and I have no intention of dating another woman. Then she would surely be killed, and I don't want to commit such a crime. But this time, because of you, I left your mother to think on her own. Because of me, why? I like to go with my mother too. Kuran. You are no longer a child. You should be a little more courageous. Now that you are married, you have to protect your family and rule the territory on your own. Oh? Like my uncles and aunts? They all have gone far away. Yes. You should have, too, but because of your mother, your grandfather, the emperor, has kept you by her side. When you get married, you will probably be assigned to a province. I guess so. My mother must be very sad. You are truly a filial. Even now, you are worried about your mother first. Of course. My mother has no children but me, and she must be very lonely. Father. I will take good care of your mother, so don't worry, you should think about protecting your wife and children from now on. Is that so? Well, if I had a wife, I would. Father? Father loved mother so much that you risked your life to court my mother. I'm also afraid of mom sometimes. I am not afraid of anything. It seems cute that your mother is jealous. A parakeet couple who really can't stop. Yes, yes. But how did the father know mother, and how did you solve her riddle? Aren't you worried that you might miss it even once? Like you, I have received a revelation. And I was sure that I would solve the riddle and get Turandot. I hope I find such a woman. My one and only companion in my life. Yes, father. I hope so too. I don't want to meet random women like my grandfather and my uncles. I want to be monogamous like my father. Still, I wanted you to enjoy it to your heart's content, but blood can't be deceived. Of course. I am the son of Caliph and Turandot. Yes. Quran. House of VIPs. Welcome to. It is an honor to have two of you. Long time no see. What? Didn't the princess come this time? It happened. Ah, your son has come instead. Did the princess even feel ill? It is not. Don't worry. As before, I prepared a couple's room, but I'll give it to you separately. The maids to be taken care of are also called separately. Father. Why don't we just give us a separate room? No, all the rooms are enough. I will stay with my son. No need to bother. But, if you come with your son, I have to provide other hospitality. Until now, I haven't been able to properly entertain you because of the princess. It's noisy. That's not why I didn't take the princess away. Don't get me wrong. Besides, my son is the princess' spy. Be careful. Like that? I must have made a big mistake. Sorry. Father. There's a reason mother has followed you all this time. The attitude changes right away. Not only my mother, but all the mothers in the world feel sorry for me. That's right. Everyone's going crazy trying to get me a waitress. I hate that too. All thought my mother was a little picky, but mother took it for granted. And there's nothing good about being treated like that. I'm sure there will be unjust solicitations. Of course. If we are treated unfairly, we will have to listen to a difficult request. Make sure you watch and learn well this time too. You need to make sure that there are no tax leaks and that the officials are doing their job properly. You have to be meticulous about this. In order to do that, we need to act more fairly. Do you understand? Of course. I'm not stupid enough to play around with such a technique. I'd be a better assistant than my mother. Father. In order to do well on my own next time, I have to learn well. Right. That's why I brought you here, but you have to behave well. Yes, father. The palace of Turandot. Caliph will do well, but since it's his first time with Quran, everything must be unfamiliar to him. He needs to learn to do well on his own next time. And he has to watch and learn foreign culture. He has to know how wide the world is. Princess. But, why didn't you follow them this time? I'm worried. Apparently, men think differently if they don't have a wife, but so was my husband. If he go on a business trip abroad, it's his world. Is Caliph going to do that? He has a young son, Can he? Princess is very easygoing. Can Caliph handle it if he see no other women but the princess, and then other women suddenly come? He wouldn't let women around, but women would run in at every opportunity. Stop! Stop! He is not that person. Still, he's from a prince, and he has the face. He's not ashamed to see his son. Trust him, I just let it go. Actually, Kuran is there, and he can't do anything shameful. Unless Kuran thinks the same, it's impossible. I didn't raise my son like that. Of course. Who is the princess? The head of this province comes to greet Caliph. I was surprised by the sudden arrival. I ran quickly. No need, I was going to your office tomorrow morning. What's going on tonight? What do you even need to do? I brought all the documents, so you can review them comfortably here. No. I will go directly to the residence tomorrow morning. Leave those papers behind. Oh? And who is this? It is our son. Princess and me. Oh? That's right. So the princess didn't come this time. Yes. If your son had come, I should have brought my daughter, but I made a big mistake. What do you mean? Don't be fooled by your imagination. My son is not like that. When the princess is not here, when will there be another chance? I made a mistake like that. I don't want to hear it. It's not something I'm talking about. Think and act that the princess is with me. What do you mean? My son is the princess's spy. Be careful. Like that? I have sinned to death. Administrator. I will tell my mother about this. Please forgive me, forgive me. As an apology, I would like to invite you to my house for dinner tomorrow evening, so please attend. That's enough. Okay, tomorrow, after the daytime inspection, I'll stop by your house in the evening. Don't make any weird preparations. Do you understand it's not just a word? Said it clearly, be careful. Is there any possibility? During office inspection. The number of these documents is different from the ones I brought yesterday, didn't you expect me to check them all night? Money is leaking. Is that so? Father. This place doesn't seem to be well maintained. I think it needs to be properly inspected. I'll call an investigator. Let's go to the next area. Yes. Tonight's dinner is cancelled. The investigators are coming soon. I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't happen next time. We always come by chance, so let's go back to Kuran. Yes, father. I always want to go to another area. We're running day and night, and there's no problem with our Ryu running all night long. Yes. Would you like to?